Hey, ThousandPoundPig here. It's time for another Smite patch as a new god has come out. His name is Hou Yi and he is a Chinese hunter. Around 2 years now Smite has been out and this is the first Chinese hunter, but the thing with that is that China aren't known for having hunters. They're known for more of their farming type gods. Gods of the river, the sun, the rain, water. Just stuff which you need farming for, of course. And this is still part of Hi-Rez's plan to make one role to fit every pantheon. So it's the first Chinese hunter, which is pretty exciting. So we'll jump into practice mode, conquest practice, we'll play against some bots, and I'll see you in there. Alright, now first off, the most important thing, we got to try out the jokes.
Don't stare directly into the sun. He isn't the best looking out of the bunch. I used to like peaches, but they just don't seem that cool anymore.
That's a reference to the way he died. I'll say why later.
What's the use of having a palace on the sun if no one can visit?
Yeah.
My arrows always find their mark.
Oh.
It would be wise for you to not try your luck with me. Beware the mark of the golden crow.
Hey, didn't hear that last one.
It would be wise for you to not try your luck with me. Always find their mark. It would be wise for you to not try your luck with me.
Okay, weird. And why does he throw his bow up? That's kind of weird. Anyway, his appearance is kind of standard hunter, I guess. He has a bow which looks like a bow made in World of Warcraft or something. He has a huge ponytail. They tried to make him look like some kind of badass, which of course is normal for this game. A lot of Smite Guild players I've noticed in Reddit have been saying it's nice to have a male Smite character like that. They're calling him hot, which is a terrible joke because he is the god of the sun. But yes, his first ability is called Sun Touched. After taking a critical hit, Hou Yi can't be critically hit again for 3 seconds. So that sounds like Geb's passive a bit, but of course Hou Yi is a hunter. But this should help him survive a little bit easier than most hunters, especially if an assassin comes to get him, or maybe another hunter, especially in the late game. Yeah, it should just help him survive a little bit easier. I wouldn't rely on it though. His first ability, which I will use, is called Ricochet. You activate it, and then you can use it. There's no set time. Look at this. No, this isn't like a graphics bug. As soon as you hit this on a wall, it will bounce around. So we'll try this. That didn't hit anything. I'll try it again soon. So the Ricochet says, Hou Yi draws back his bow for a powerful shot. After firing, if this arrow bounces off a wall, it gains plus 70 units of distance and plus 50 bonus damage per bounce, up to a maximum of 2 bounces. This arrow will stun the target if the target has Mark of the Golden Crow, which is the second ability. Now I think this is pretty cool, because I think it has a lot of synergy with certain gods, such as Ymir's Wall or Kabrakan's Ultimate. You have them put up their wall, and you just shoot around it, use it as a literal wall. Now once this is released, I hope to see a lot of montages, just like snipe shots. A bit like my video of Ra. What do I call it? MLG Pro Ra, some no scope. I don't know, some stupid stuff. That's what I called it. That's a really cool ability, but I don't think it's really good for clearing waves. Like, look at this. See, it doesn't really do that much damage. I know this is rank 2, but yeah, it doesn't do that much damage. It's more powerful once it ricochets off the wall, and it also travels further. But, you know, it's pretty cool. That's what I like about all these new gods coming out. They seem to have at least one ability which would be really hard for the coders to make. So it's on one hand it's like a great technical achievement, and on the other hand it's like a lot of potential, like wow, that's pretty cool. Imagine if they went back to old gods and they added in these kind of mechanics. They won't, but it's pretty cool anyway. The second ability is called Mark of the Golden Crow. Hou Yi marks an enemy with Mark of the Golden Crow. Marks enemies take extra damage for every 10% of their missing health from Hou Yi's abilities and basic attacks. At rank 3, marked enemies are visible to Hou Yi on the minimap, including stealth gods. At rank 5, Hou Yi gains plus 15 penetration against the marked enemy god. The mark lasts for 15 seconds. Like, when I thought of this, I thought of the old Hunter's Mark in World of Warcraft, where you just place it on someone and it permanently shows them. Now the thing about this is that once you place it on someone, it's going to stay on them for a while. Now you see there's this grey circle. I'm pressing it now, nothing's happening, so I'm going to run to Artemis, press it, and you see it's right there. See, I think this is a great ability for a hunter because if you're a very paranoid hunter like me, then you're always worried about getting ganked. So if you see a jungler, you just place it on them and you know where they are. Like, they will appear on the map. Loki, Circuit, Nuwa, if they go into stealth, you'll still be able to see them with this. So once again, a pretty good god against those stealthy kind of gods. And now this is an assassin, so if you see a Loki on the other team, or maybe a Loki, an AD carry Loki, pick Hou Yi and you should do pretty good against him. Maybe a direct counter. The third ability is called Dive Bomb. Hou Yi launches into the air, holding his bow above his head as he glides forward. After a short time, Hou Yi quickly dives to the ground, damaging any enemies in the immediate area. If a target has a mark of the Golden Crow, they are knocked back. So I'll try to place this on well, whoever this hits. Artemis, perfect. Alright. I'll go back here and I'll activate it. Well, hey. Here. See that? And she was also knocked back. I might be in trouble here. Nope. He screwed himself up. You saw once I was inside the jump, I was in the air, of course, and I could choose where to hit. So think of Apollo's ultimate. It's a bit like that, but, you know, only a few seconds.
Your right tower is under attack.
Now the ultimate is called Sunbreaker. Hou Yi shoots 9 arrows into the sky, striking 1 sun with each arrow. The 9 suns come crashing down one by one, dealing damage in the target area over time. A target with Mark of the Golden Claw will have their movement speed slowed by 20% for 0.25 seconds on every hit. So I guess we'll try this against Ymir again. Or Ymir. Whoa! Okay, we can try on Artemis instead. Mark of the Golden Crow is kind of hard to hit that. Alright, and it is big. Watch this. Look at that. Doesn't that look great for an ultimate? Alright, see, that is kind of a lot of damage. I didn't expect it to go on for so long, but that is... that's some bullshit. If each sun can hit your target, you're going to do a lot of damage. Like, I didn't expect to kill Artemis there, but I just kept hitting it. And because I hit her first with the Mark of Claw, Hou Yi's second ability, it made her slow, so she couldn't move so much. So I guess think of a mix between Cupid's ultimate and Hades' ultimate, I guess? Yeah. Alright, let's try it again. Ah, Sobek! And it's a pretty short cooldown, 90 seconds? Come on. So that should make up for his pretty bad wave clear. Now the thing with Hou Yi, or I guess Chinese mythology, is that when they refer to the sun, they refer to sunbirds, which are just think of birds with special powers like the phoenixes or something. And there was 10 of them. So there was a time in China where it was so warm that crops wouldn't grow. Remember that China is based around farming, not hunting. Yeah, there was a time when it was just so hot nothing would grow. All the veggies and stuff, they would get burnt instead of, you know, get wet. So think of a drought. And Hou Yi went around and he caught all these sunbirds. Like, he found all 10 of them and he killed 9 of them. On the 10th one, someone told him, don't kill them anymore, because if you kill the 10th one, the sun will disappear and it will be nighttime permanently. So he chose not to kill it, and of course that meant that there was still going to be sun. So because of this, he kind of became a hero, I guess you can say. But Heaven didn't like him for killing all those sunbirds. They were kind of pissed off, so it was a bit of a divine wrath. They kind of hated him for that, and they refused to make him immortal. So after he killed all these sunbirds, except for one, he kind of travelled around the world, well, mainly around China at the time, I guess. And, you know, he kicked bad guys' ass. He was a bit of a superhero. He went to different places and kill people. Right before he did leave, he married someone called Changa. I don't know if you've heard of her. I don't know if she's in Smite. No, she's in Smite. She's awesome. I don't know how they got together so much, especially if Changa can't really talk. Maybe that's what Hou Yi just looks for in a girl. I can't blame him. So after this adventure, he returns home, and he finds Changa took an elixir and a potion or something. I'm not exactly sure. And she went up to the moon. So he returns home and then just finds his wife rising to the moon. I don't know. That's kind of something weird to catch your wife doing, but yeah. And eventually Hou Yi would die. Eventually one of these bad guys would catch up to him, kill him. But remember, he isn't immortal, so he didn't exactly come back to life. But he did rise, his spirit did rise and go to the sun. Now with his wife Changa being the god of the moon, Hou Yi kind of became the god of the sun, or more like a spirit of the sun. So when you see that yin and yang symbol, I've always thought of that as two whales, a white whale and a black whale. That's actually for Hou Yi and Changa. One is the sun, one is the moon. So they're just polar opposites, but of course they are both together. Overall, the response hasn't been that good with Hou Yi. A lot of people are praising the first ability, the ricochet, of course. They say it's pretty great, but they know it's going to be pretty hard to hit a lot. He doesn't seem to have very good clear, Hou Yi. So he may be one of those hunters which needs a lot of maybe some red pots throughout the game, just to help his clear in the lane. He has a lot of utility, of course. He can protect himself against stealth. When running away, he can just hit his ricochet straight into a wall he's running straight at, and that will hit everyone behind him. You know, he has his own jump, and he has his ultimate, which that could be a great zoning tool. Or you can just use it for its damage. Pretty cool god. I want to know what you think of him. Now, if you are not aware of it at the moment, the Smite World Championship is going on. That's where a lot of competitive teams from throughout the world play Smite and basically try to kill each other. It's pretty cool, so if you want to watch some high level play, I'll link a channel in the description down below. You can watch that channel from the start to the end. Quarterfinals to the grand final, you'll see it in the thumbnails and you can just follow it one by one if you want. I chose this channel because this channel doesn't spoil things. They don't spoil the result in the thumbnails or anything like that. But after this Smite World Championship, I expect something big, and I was right to assume that because they've already teased some images of the new Smite map. So the Smite map will probably be the next thing to come out, maybe in the next patch, maybe just right after the Smite World Championship. I don't know, but I hope to make a video just showing that map soon. And that'll be the next Smite video, so I hope you hang around till then, and I'll see you then.